Welcome back, Captains and Admirals, to another video with a funny muffler, and today we're looking at the Dutch legendary cruiser, Golden Lion. So, as with all Dutch cruisers, she has the airstrike capability. She also has big guns and sure shot. I do like to use HE mostly, but fighting, other cruisers, I will switch to AP. Today we are with Krell and Bree. So they are our division mates. Krell is in the carrier and Bree is in the battleship. Now, with the Dutch cruisers, it's hard to pinpoint what they are because they're pretty good at a lot of things. So they're very well armoured. So, the armour layout, for example. The armour belt is between 40 and 225 millimeters. So that's quite heavy. We'll look at the bow armour. So the front end armour belt is 40 millimeters. And then the fore and aft end plating, which is just above the armour belt, that's 25. What legendary? Yes, it's not massively impressive because there's so many battleships with large guns. But still, it does give you a huge edge against cruisers. So as you can see, consumables consist of sonar, EFAA, and heals. Now, these consumables are all the consumables Lion can have. You can't switch them out for anything else. You can't get catapult fighter or smoke, nothing like that. So, your primary weapons is your main guns with HE and AP and airstrikes. Airstrikes drop HE bombs and can be, if placed correctly, be incredibly devastating. As you saw, our friendly destroyer to our right did just take a large destroyer right to the side. So, there's the Velos. We've got HE loaded currently. And I am looking to drop some bombs on an unsuspecting battleship. So, I do have a concealment build. And I would recommend concealment builds for these things, because it's crazy for a heavy cruiser how low you can get detectability. And when you use the airstrikes don't count as you shoot them, so you don't get detected. So, as you can see from the top, my concealment is 9.1. They also have very, very good AA, especially with the DFAA. As you can see there, airstrikes do huge damage, pretty good fire set chance. So we just set 2 fires, popped his DC to put them out, as you would. And I dropped another airstrike on him a few seconds later, give his DC time to run out. Because time you drop it, the airstrike takes about 10 seconds to hit, give or take, about 12 to 10 seconds. And I will say the airstrikes are incredibly strong. Not just on this ship, but just in general. They just offer so much utility. You know, you can be ensconced behind an island, in a friendly smoke. Or you could just be in open water, not detected, and out of nowhere, a huge airstrike comes out. And you ideally want to bomb a battleship along its front to aft. Because then you get the most bomb hits. Certain battleships will take more hits than others, depending on how, I think it's their beam, on how wide they are. Things like Yamato's and the huge targets and these things. So I am currently bombing him. Yes, he is broadside, but we're just looking to set him on fire again, ideally. So we've got another fire. So far, we've set 5 fires in this entire game, and they've all been to the same ship. The carrier is tagged that they are dropping top. I didn't notice the last second, so I do take 2. But neither here nor there. Damage isn't huge. Overcurvist has gone down. We've taken a torpedo from the destroyer. Now, we are going to, unfortunately, take the flood. Yamato takes a shot at us. Overpens us at the nose. Right now, we're trying to contest the middle, but as the DD has spotted us, we'll start pulling back. So strategies, if you have the same build as me, strategies I would say is contest caps, you know, spot for your team and use islands to your advantage. You haven't really got to use your main guns that often. Depending on the target, if it's destroyers, use your main guns. I wouldn't risk using an airstrike because they're incredibly maneuverable. Same with light cruisers. But with light cruisers, you can pretty much, you know, punch through their armor with your AP anyway. You've got quite reliable guns. So the main guns are 283mm. It does have secondaries, but, you know, 6 double secondaries for each side. Nothing, you know, truly special. It does have quite a generous health pool, 51,900 points. And I will tell you my modifications. So modifications, I am running Aiming Systems Mod 1, Propulsion Mod 2, Concealment Mod 1, and then I've got Gunfire Control System Mod 2. Now, you could just make it a complete anti-air build. You just earn Witherer as well. This ship does excel at setting fires. It's really fantastic at it. Now, currently, I'm using Carl Dorman because I don't have the other commander leveled up. Because you got 3 commanders for that. You got a generic commander, which is I think it's Henk Proper or Proper. And then you've got Johan Persner. Now, with Carl Dorman, my setup is you've got Stop at Any Cost, which is his base trait, and that is 3% damage to cruisers, 3% damage to destroyers, cruiser main battery shell grouping shooting at cruisers, plus 3%, cruiser main battery shell grouping shooting at destroyers, plus 3%. Then I've got Burn It Down XXL, because it counts for your HE shells and your bombs. I've got Look At Me Now, Sponge. I was using Ikvalan Vlog Mage. I was using that battles beforehand, but this battle I'm using Steer Clear, which I do prefer using, to be fair. Because, yes, the unique skill can be very useful. I have noticed I don't really get to stack up enough damage and hits against other ships. And then I'm running fully packed. I do find fully packed is probably one of the better ones, just because extra heal, extra sonar, you can't really go wrong. Inspirations, I have Jersey Swirsky for reduced sea detectability range. Then I have Gonichi Mikawa for minus, I think it's 5.5% to cruiser detectability. And like I said, getting the concealment down, it really does help. You know, look how close we are to that destroyer ahead of us. You know, and he's not that far into our detectability, which is quite important. Torpedoes, recht voor ons. There he is, there's the Velos. Brandalarm! So our armor is saving us a bit here, so we are getting peppered by 3 ships. Worcester, Henry IV, and the Velos. I've just sent some planes over now to the Henry IV. It looks like they're going to crash, so I might get hits on both. We'll have a look then. Torpedoes, recht vooruit. I'm gonna fire on something, only 1 hit. There we are, our division mate just took out Henry IV. And to be fair, our secondaries come out clutch. They got the Velos for us, so kind of eating my words there. Strategies, like I said, contest caps if you're going for a concealment build, and then you just want to be a harasser. You want to harass ideally battleships with your airstrikes. In a few games, I've managed to get fairly close to the carrier and harass them with the airstrikes as well, while also using my DFAA to shoot down the planes. she is such a good ship. You know, she's very flexible, huge utility. I think she's probably my new favourite legendary ship, or legendary cruiser at least. Just because there's so much she can do. We've got the Worcester now, just ahead of us. I was hoping to flip A. So, I'm going to try and sneak in here, see if we can flip it. Worcester's radared me. I don't know why he's radared me. He can't see me. He can't fire at me. He doesn't have torpedoes. We do have an airstrike, so our sonar can see him. So I'm not saying the airstrike will hit, but we'll make him maneuver at least. And if we do get hits, get one hit. We did set a fire on him as well. And I kept switching my shell. I was panicking a bit here. We are backing up. He does shoot us. And I guessed where we were. And he did get a hit, to be fair. And Worcester goes down to us. So, ideally now we'll try and capture A. I don't think that carrier is going to want us to survive, so I don't think we're going to last much longer. Now, we've got no heals left. But it depends if, you know, how many planes the carrier's got left as well. Because in 20 seconds, our DFAA will come off cooldown. There we are, Krell, you know, in the carrier has also put fighters over us. I'm going to stick with AP now. It'll be the most consistent for us with the carrier. But as you can tell, we've done really well. Let's give 160,000 damage. We put a lot of pressure on B. We harassed 2 battleships. We ended up sinking at least the Gulf Curve. I can't remember if we sunk the Yamato. Unless it was the other way around, we sunk the Yamato, not the Curve. So, here he comes. The FAA is active. I think he would have been better off just attacking the GN, personally. Did give us a clear sky, though. We got a cap as well. The range of the airstrike is 13 kilometers, so he's well out of range at the moment. We'll just use our main guns. He is closing in quite quickly. Midway as well. So the thing is, they've got armored deck, so this isn't going to be an easy hit for us. Hopefully we'll get some fire set. We just picked up a Confederate as well. Quite a lot of medals this match. So, didn't penetrate, but we did get a fire. That was a fantastic hit as well. Picked up Dreadnought. Now, that was a fantastic game. Like I said, you can use the alternate commander, which is 4,281 XP. That's a fantastic game. I think that's my best game in Golden Lion so far. You can use Johan. He's probably the better choice for the ship. He's got more, you know, more skills geared towards the planes, but I prefer my current commander, Carl Dorman, for the moment, just until I get the other one leveled up. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope I've been able to teach you something. If not, I hope you've at least enjoyed yourself, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you so much for your time, guys, and please take care.